SeyoKnights, we are back with another stream, and it's a very, very special stream. As you can see, I got the Persona playlist. We have a couple of things we're going to be covering today. But let us jump into our webcam. Oh, man. I gotta say, it's going to be back. It's going to be back. I know it's been a while. Let me actually lower this. Huh, that's weird. I'm like trying to fix it. I haven't streamed in a while. I have to fix this. There we go. I'm lowering the volume here. There we go. We're good. But welcome back, SeyoKnights. I know it's been a minute. I got busy because of the holidays, and I wanted to focus on making sure that I had enough time to edit my Twisted Wonderlands videos. And plus, guess what happened? So, I was fortunate enough to go back home to see family for Christmas. It was pretty awesome, pretty epic. Please spend time with your loved ones, because there will be a time when you don't have that time anymore and don't have the option available to you. So please take advantage of every moment of your life. Just saying. And it was great. It was great. It was a good time. I saw family. I said hi. It was a surprise because only my dad knew I was coming back, because I live out of state. And immediately, you can hear it in my voice a little bit, but immediately when I got back, literally on the plane, someone coughs in my hair, sitting behind me on the plane. And lo and behold, the day after, the day I got back to work, I got sick. And I'm still sick. I have a common cold right now. So right now, I've geared up. I've teamed up with Rimuru here to get me some delicious tea to hopefully combat this. And I've been under house arrest. I myself put myself under house arrest to the point where I've Grubhub, Uber Eats, you know, home delivery to make sure that, you know, I don't leave the house, because right now Florida, despite it being very hot during most of the year, is very cold right now during the winter. It is 40 degrees out, and I don't want to make my cold even worse. So yeah. That's always fun. And that's why I also didn't do my hair, because I'm just like, I have a Huntrix shirt on. And I assume that today's stream is also going to be a very chill stream, because there's only a couple things I want to do. I was thinking about maybe doing a Persona stream, but especially with the way my voice is right now, I kind of want to hold off on doing a Persona 3 stream until I'm like 100%, because I want to do a lot of talking and a lot of commentary, and I feel like I'm just not going to be able to do that at my current state, so that's great. But what I will talk about is my New Year's resolutions, and I'm trying a new format for my channel, and this will be a part. We'll get more into it with my New Year's resolutions, of course. Resolutions. There we go. We'll get more into that later on. But I first want to talk about sort of my, like, I'm going to change up what I do on my channel a little bit, because, and I made a post about this. Let me see if I could actually pull this up. I'm actually going to drop the volume for me so I can actually hear myself a little bit better. But if you go to my channel, let's see where I made that post. Channel update. There we go. Let me see if I can pull this up on my stream. Cool. Awesome. So I'm going to see if I make this a little bit bigger for all of you to see. But basically, this is going into 2026, so it ties into that a little bit. But if you can see my community posts, about a month ago, 4 weeks ago, I made this post. I'll read it to you guys. Channel update. Hello, SeyoKnights. This is Seyorias, and I have returned with another important community post. As you may have noticed, I have started putting out less videos on my channel because I wanted to focus more on quality rather than quantity. And overall, I think this has been a great decision on my part. I still agree. This was an amazing decision on my part. But that's not what I want to talk about here. I want to address the elephant in the room. I haven't been streaming. Also true. This is my first stream in a while. But fear not. I know it's been busy time with the holidays and I haven't found a chance to go live yet. But all changes this week. I'm not going to lie, did not change this week. I kind of returned to bad habits. That being said, here's the plan. On Wednesday, I'll be posting another Twisted Wonderland video like usual. I was able to get that done. Then on Friday, we will return stream. I did not do that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, we'll be playing a new game. I announced we were playing Persona 3, but I haven't been playing that. So, yeah, a lot's happened since then. I made this vague post about today's stream. But yeah, as you can see, the reason why I made this post, and if you look at the analytics here, let me actually make this a little bit easier for you guys to see. All right. Look at the views. Look at the views. I'll make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to start with my first Twisted Wonderlands video. So I went from making okay-ish videos, right? JoJo Lands will stay. JoJo Lands will stay. Even though it doesn't get that many views, I still love doing them. JoJo Lands will stay. That won't change. But notice Twisted Wonderlands popped off 58 or 5.8k views. That's insane for my channel. I do a Chainsaw Man movie review that did okay. I did the anime review that was okay, but nothing like big. And then I had kind of like a bunch of stinkers. I tried doing some Marvel Rival streams, Halloween streams. Timing I think just didn't work out for these. Then I tried doing some more thumbnails, some more of me talking, and then I did another Twisted Wonderlands video. This one did much better. 2.1k. That's still much better than any of these other videos. So as you can see, all these streams of me trying to do something big versus something like I spent some time on, like Nod Cry. This didn't do well at the start, but I was proud of the thumbnail and it did gain some traction a little bit. But that's because I put more time into it. I start to notice a pattern. When I put more time into videos and put more thought into videos, they do better. Versus when I just spam, even if I have goated thumbnails, they don't do as good. Even my Twisted Wonderlands, all of them, for the most part, except for like a couple, at least near 1,000. But most of them over 1,000 views. And that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good from a content creator's point of view. So, oh yeah, this is me as an elf. Real quick, give me 1 sec. I'll let you ski. Sorry, my roommate's cat, Cup of Joe, he has a cat. I accidentally locked his cat in my room, so I had to open the door for the cat. But my point is, I'm trying to pay attention to these trends because that's what matters to me. I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying the videos. And one aspect that I think I absolutely nailed and killed was short form content this year. Because recently I did Chainsaw Man. That did very... No, actually I did a K-pop. This is when I was in Korea. Real quick short. 2k views. Holy shit. I love Quer, by the way. I know it's QWER, but I call it Quer because it's just easier to say. But this one did fantastic. Chainsaw Man movie review did fantastic, over 1,000 views. This did great. Twisted Wonderlands did great. This one did not get 1,000, but it still got 700. That's pretty good. Almost every single one of these since I went to Korea, which was like in, I want to say this is like September, October, got over 1,000 views, which is insane. So clearly I'm doing something right with the short form content. So that will stay the same. I think I've been doing pretty well with that. But what I really want to do is, especially looking back, I want to get better at this. And I don't want to do any more of these where I just play games. Like, for me, I look at some of the big streamers like Moist Critical and Asmongold and Hassan, where they have specific brands tailored to the content they make. And what I want to try and do as a streamer is try and nail down my brand. And I feel like my gaming isn't that successful on this channel. But my other anime breakdowns and me talking about things do very, very well. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to pivot away from gaming and posting gaming videos. Maybe I'll leave it for the shorts because the shorts have been doing numbers and they've been doing pretty good. But in terms of my long form content, let's change it up. And I've also been liking how my Twisted Wonderland videos look. That have been great. They've been my passion project pretty much. So, what does this all mean? What do the numbers mean, right? Oh God, I don't want to talk too loud or else I'll lose my voice by then. Like the next 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. But what does this mean? I'm not giving up on gaming because my whole point of streaming is I like to game and I want to show off my gaming. That's why I'm going to start playing Persona 3. And I'll still play Genshin Impact and I'll still play any game that I fancy, which will probably be anime games like Anata. When Anata comes out, I'm going to be playing the shit out of that. That's going to be great. But the point is that my goal is I'm going to be making, hot off the press, making a brand new channel. And maybe I already made this channel. Maybe I already did. So, ignore the AI thing. This is when I was being funny. I know this is AI bad. I'm gonna change this. But I technically did make a gaming channel. And I only am doing this because I also heard it from Moist Critical when he was talking about it, how this year when he was going over his resolutions, he was talking about what he did where he wanted to game more and he made a whole channel specifically about that. Well, that's what I want to do too. And I've already started. Like, look, I have a green screen of when I played like a year ago for Genshin, which, oh my gosh, like let's look at this real quick. I'll mute this, but like, look at this setup I had. Like, look how far I've come. I've gotten like way more professional. Like, look. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is so outdated in my opinion. Like, I'm wearing a hat. I'm taking it way more seriously. I changed my mic setup. I look so much better. I actually love how I look. Look, I'm blocking like half the screen. It just does not look good, in my opinion. And look how big my chat was. That's what's crazy. And I kept getting spammers. Lots of bots during this time. So, yeah. As you can see, I went from that to this. Which, again, it's not ideal. I'm not there yet. But I could see the evolution. You know what I mean? If I go from this to this. So much better. And now you have something like this. which to me, I upgraded my webcam, I upgraded my microphone, I upgraded my setup. To me, this is what a streamer should look like, in my opinion, if I were a streamer. And I'm very happy where I am. And this is within 2025. The evolution. And this is the one thing I will say as a content creator. When you look back, and this is to me the most rewarding part. It's not about the money. I'm not even earning money right now. Why am I even saying that? It's not about the money. It's not about the views. What it is we say artists all the time, right? But I like to, because, you know, these AI bros and whatever, they're calling themselves AI developers or some stupid, or designers, AI designers, some stupid shit. Because they're not designing anything. They're just typing in a prompt. That's not doing anything, right? The system's doing everything. You're not doing shit. But for me as an artist, I feel like it's, as someone who has worked on movies, has done photography, has done streaming and YouTube and editing, who actually knows what it is to perfect something and work hard at something, whether it's the look, the aesthetic. I've studied film, I've studied art, I love anime, you know. All this comes into fruition. I like looking at artists, not as artists because they call themselves AI artists. That's not what I think we should be calling ourselves anymore. Not to say that we're not artists, but I think a better term for us would be craftsmen. We are craftsmen, because craftsmen, like a dwarf hammering together your perfect set of armor, as you know, to wear as one of the SeyoKnights, right? Or that legendary dwarf blacksmith, right? That forges you your legendary blade, right? The magic blade that will slice through anything, right? That is what we do as artists, is we hone in a craft and get progressively better. And you get fulfillment and joy not by paying someone to do it, not by paying for the assets to do something and reach greater heights. But what you do is you work hard, and maybe you pay to help you assist along the way to get better at a craft. But it's the evolution that is what is most fulfilling, not the end result. For me, it was going from this to this in 1 year. That to me is what a craftsman is. And yeah, so let me actually do this real quick. Since I am streaming and we're going to enter a new year, I think it is appropriate that we change up some things. Don't you think? I think we should change up some things. So, SeyoKnights, let me introduce you to something. This is brand new. Let me introduce you to a new channel of mine. This is part of the rebranding for the new year. Seyorias Gaming is now an official channel and part of the Seyorias brand. I am no longer going to give up on gaming. I'm actually going to continue to game on stream. But this way I have somewhere to put. Because I do, look, it was Seyorias Live, now we switched to Seyorias Gaming. which is awesome. But like, here's the thing. Where am I? I'll open a new link. All these videos that haven't been doing well, all these videos, the Marvel Rivals stuff, the Genshin Impact stuff, and anything in between, like the Persona 3 stuff I'm going to start, that will not end because I want to make those types of videos. But I will be moving it here. And as you can see, I'll go to my metrics right now. We even changed the thumbnail. So no more AI thumbnail. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy. And these are going to be left up on my channel so you guys can watch. Cuz as someone who likes to private videos, I try not to private too many videos because I also like seeing the progression of things. I like to show off, you know, where I've gone, where I've come from, and where I've gone. Because if I scroll all the way down, because I feel like we're doing let's go back in time, shall we? If we go back to the early days, my first ever anime review, that was my first ever YouTube video on this channel. This is all 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. When I started YouTube. Seriously. And this is my bedroom. This is when I was still in college. And I don't know what I was wearing or why my hair was that long and I was that disheveled. But if you jump... Let's find a better screen grab. I've made so many jumps. I made such a big jump. It's like night and day. Not to say that this was bad, but I've come a long way when it comes to content creation. And I've had my ups and downs. I've had some major L's in terms of like, yeah, I made this long video, not that many views. But I've also had some pretty big bangers. Like, the big one that popped off was actually the One Piece stuff. That was kind of funny. I kind of rage baited the One Piece fans. Oh, and this is probably my biggest success, the 28K. The Bungo Stray Dogs fandom loves me. So, thank you guys, Bungo Stray Dogs fans. But like, I've had some ups and downs with my channel of like where I was. This was at 600. Oh my goodness, I'm like double that now. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. But yeah. I've come so far. And it's kind of making me tear up because now we're on my 3rd year. And I also, here's the thing. If you're a content creator too, this is what I think someone was saying. It took them 5 years to finally pop off. 5 years of making videos. So don't tell yourself if you don't blow up within the first few years, it's not your fault. Just keep going. Your time's coming. Like everyone. Just like how I feel about mine. I feel like my time's coming. And with the Twisted Wonderland video actually like opened my eyes to that. Where I can see a future. I can see a future where I'm doing better. So, since it's almost 10 o'clock, and it's 2 hours, at least from Florida time, 2 hours till midnight, I want to do something. I want to get into, and warning, I'm going to flashbang you guys, New Year's resolutions. Because I feel like they're important. I really do. And sort of, oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, cool. I want to sort of chart out what I would like to see with coming from the next year. But also I want to kind of do a recap, like a 2025 recap. So before we get started with, of course, our resolutions, let me jump back here so you're not being blinded. Let's talk about 2025. So 2025 actually was a pretty big year for me. And when I was making my 2025 wrapped like posts on Facebook, I didn't realize how much I got done this year. Like I got like a shit ton done. And so it was a pretty good year. And even though I had my ups and downs, definitely a lot of downs near the end of the year for sure. Especially with me getting sick literally the days before New Year's. That's so fun. I still think it was a pretty damn good year. Like, for example, I forgot that this year was me going to Iceland and Greenland for the first time with family. And I also went to Korea this year with friends, which was awesome. I also locked in at work. I told myself, hey, I'm gonna, lock in. I'm gonna work my butt off. I'm gonna apply for all these promotions. I got 3 out of the 4 promotions I applied for, which was insane. I got to be more social. I started talking to people that I work with. Because I realized I was very antisocial and I needed to talk to more people. And I hosted 2 different get-togethers. And those went really, really well. I got a new place. I moved out of my old apartment into a new apartment complex. It's pretty awesome. I love it here. It's very, very safe. And it's a great spot in Orlando. It's in a good spot from where I work too. And yeah, I mean, the 2025 has also been the year of the snake. So as someone who, I don't follow zodiac signs, but I like following along with the Chinese zodiacs. So for me, I'm born in 2001, which is the year of the snake. And so this 2025 was the year of the snake. So that was so fun for me because then I was able to sort of use that as momentum to be like, okay, this is my year. I have the Chinese zodiac sign on my side. Let's lock in. And I mentioned my successes before, but they've been great. Now let's talk about some negatives, because I also want to bring up the good and the bad. Some negatives that happened this year. A family trip did not end the way I hoped, and I kind of ended up in a lot of family drama, unfortunately. That was not great. I kind of messed up big time, and I may have messed up, so one of my promotions was delayed. Honest mistake, nothing bad, just kind of like a little silly mistake at work. That was also not great. I've also talked about it on stream. It's one of my toughest weeks in the year, was going through that. Some other things was, I kind of was not the best when it came to making sure I stayed healthy, especially to the end of the year. So I got sick because, when the person behind me on the plane coughed on my hair, I should have done something where I should have I had wet wipes on me, wiping my hair down or something. Just something. Or had my hood up so I didn't get my hair coughed on. Didn't do that. That's why I'm sick. So just a kind of there's just a couple of hiccups. And also just being mindful of other people. I kind of one thing I'm very proud of is being a little bit more open, but I've also given people the wrong idea when it comes to my relationships with them. I should have been more transparent with them. That's kind of on me. Oh, and also big negatives, 2 big negatives, or 3 technically. I'll have the 3 big negatives of things that didn't do so well with 2025. 1, I've been really bad about working out. I said I was going to lock in November, December, January. Did not lock in at all. Got busy. Not really an excuse, but did not work out. Number 1. That's strike number 1. Strike number 2. Content creation. Been great with my videos. Streaming has been absolutely abysmal. My fault. I apologize. So, and also I tried doing a sleep stream where I try to like stream for an hour sleep and then wake up and stream the last hour. That's stupid. Why did I do that? That's not something I should be doing. So we're abandoning that idea. I thought it'd be funny, but it turned out no. Let's not do that. So we're gonna go back to just trying to shoot for 4 hours for a stream. Yeah, so streaming has been kind of abysmal. And then the third one is my writing. I wanted to read a book, which I've been okay at, but getting into writing my actual book, I keep procrastinating that. I keep rewriting the prologue. And so I'm back to ground zero with no real progress. And that's been irking me the most because I've just been like, I'm creative. I'm a better writer than half the Hollywood writers right now because of how analytical I am. Why do I keep second guessing myself? And this isn't me like harping or making fun of writers in Hollywood. I'm more just commenting on just the shallow nature of writing or the lazy writing present in big budget blockbusters. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun to deal with, right? So those are the 3 things that I think would be negative. So let's get into 2026, shall we? Because we went over the good, the bad. I think it's time we get into some resolutions, shall we? I'm going to flashbang you guys again. So let's do this. Resolution 1. What is one thing I want to do this year? And we're not talking, and this is the thing with resolutions with me. If I start a good habit, like work promotions, like last year, or how good I've been about YouTube, I'm not going to mention it for 2026. This is stuff I need to start, not continue doing, in my opinion. So, resolution 1. For this year, number 1 thing, get back into, and I'm gonna read this. Get back into streaming. And what does this mean? I am streaming right now. And the reason why I started at 9:30 is because I want to go past midnight. So my goal is 4-hour streams. I want them to be about just chatting and I also want them to be about gaming. And the 3 games I'm going to be playing next year are, which 2 of them you already know, Marvel Rivals, Genshin Impact, and big one, Persona 3. I'll say Reloaded, just so we don't get that confused. Those are the 3 games I want to get back into playing, which I just realized can't really see too much. So let me move this a little bit. There we go. There we go. Cool. Those are the 3 things I want. Now, in relation to just chatting and gaming, I also want to build a brand with content creation. And that means I want to be known as the anime guy. Guy into MILFs. Guy has taste. And also, most importantly, leader of the SeyoKnights. And to me, the SeyoKnights, the reason why I love the idea of the SeyoKnights is SeyoKnights are equal. And there are 3 tenets to a SeyoKnights gathering that I have used for every event to absolute success. There are 3 things that I believe every community should have. So the 3 things to look out for are: make sure everyone's safe, number 1, comfortable, and having fun. To me, this is what I want my community on Twitch to be. I've said this time and time again. I want everyone to come, enjoy the stream, come for a good time. Whether I'm playing Genshin Impact, Marvel Rivals, Persona 3, whether I'm ranting about, you know, some stupid thing like how we need more public transportation in the US, or how I'm gooning over some MILF in Genshin Impact, which Alice, holy shit, have you guys seen Alice? Which is Klee's mom in Genshin Impact. Holy shit, they just revealed her design recently, and I'm fiending for her. Oh my god. But yeah, like, I want to talk about more like uncommon anime, like, Welcome to the Demon School Iruma-kun. I think that's a fantastic show. More people need to talk about it. Or Black Clover. Now everyone's talking about Black Clover. I was already on the hype train. You can't steal that from me. I already beat you all to it. I was a big fan of Black Clover before you guys even knew about it, okay? So, my goal, at least for 2026, is I want to get back into streaming. We're going to do 4-hour streams. They're going to be about 2 categories, just chatting and gaming. I'm going to be pushing back IRL streams because I don't like the climate right now. I genuinely think right now is not a great time for streaming IRL. And I'd rather hold off until I have like a solid audience before I do that. I also want to build a brand. This is, I think, the biggest problem with me with streaming and why I don't really have that many chatters. And when I do, it's very inconsistent. And that's mainly because I don't have a brand. And so my brand is I'm the anime guy. I'm into MILFs. I have taste when it comes to my shows. And I'm the leader of the SeyoKnights. And if you come for a good time, you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel comfortable in my stream. And we're going to have some fun, okay? That is resolution number 1. And actually, like, let's do this. To top it all off. Let's do this. I'm going to throw up an image. Alright, check out this MILF, guys. Boom, this is Alice. Oh, she's so hot. Oh, God. This is resolution 1. To get back into streaming. So far, so good. I think it's a pretty good start. Now, on to resolution number 2. what is one thing I want to do? I want to return to writing because I am a craftsman. And as much as I love talking about anime and talking about my favorite shows, like how hot Alice is, I need to get back into writing. And this is the fantasy book I am writing. It's going to be an 8-book series. And I don't want to reveal too many details, but one component of it is I want to take inspiration from anime and manga, and webtoons. And as someone who has been really bad about writing, like really bad, this is a very important point for me because I need to show off kind of, this is also part of my brand too, what I like and where my mindset and my mentality is and what my worldview is. I feel like you can demonstrate that through writing, through your characters. And so that's why it's very important for me is I want to get back into writing. And you know what's funny about that? The writing part is I have like the perfect I have the perfect image for it because it's like, okay. Oh, whoops. It's the Death Note. There we go. There we go. There's light. This is resolution number 2. It's not bad, not bad. And this is also like something too. I have to mention a couple things. So Fly Nimbus has been a friend of the channel. I love Fly Nimbus. Go read his book Prism. He's actually a big inspiration for me to finish my book. I want to, because we basically signed ourselves up. I'm his rival pretty much. I want to get back into writing so I can rival Fly Nimbus. And I think that'd be pretty dope. And plus I got like huge inspiration from like Dispatch. Dispatch is really fucking good. I just love good writing. What was another one that I saw this year? Oh yeah, Chainsaw Man movie. I mean, I read the manga, but oh my god, just stuff like that makes me want to get back into writing. So that's number 2. Let's get into number 3. I mentioned this before, and notice there's a pattern. My 3 L's from last year, 2 of them are my resolutions for this year. So can you guess what my third one is gonna be? That's right, working out. Working out to be thick. That's right. I want a thick ass. And I want big boobs, like the big man boobs where it's like, you know, you're massive. That's the goal for this year. Is I want to really lock in for, like, I have a gym and I don't use it. That's bad. It's like, why am I paying for a gym if I'm not using it, you know? So go to gym. Maybe invest in protein powder. Also start a routine. Get up early. And what's funny too about this whole situation is I still think with the working out thing, the number one like thing I go back to is the Body Improvement Club. Do you guys know about the Body Improvement Club? Where's this good screen grab? Oh, why is this not great? Okay, this is a good one. There we go. So the Body Improvement Club, if you don't know, if you're not that big of an anime aficionado, it's Mob Psycho. And like in Mob Psycho, he's been working hard to make sure that, you know, he can get physically fit and just be better for your health. This is what I strive to be. Okay? So resolution 1, get back into streaming. Resolution 2, return to writing. Resolution 3, working out to be thick. Yes, I want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger pretty much. And so those 3 resolutions are things that make up my failures of last year. And look, it's sort of a reflection of you're taking a step back and you're processing, okay, what went right the first time? What didn't go right the second time? You know? And then when you realize what didn't work the second time because you realize you did multiple attempts, well, maybe the way you're attempting a certain situation, you got to change that. So, resolution 3. Or sorry, 4. Because we've already gone through 3. We've gone through some pretty big ones. This is my biggest one. There's only 4 resolutions this year. 3 of them I've already talked about and I've covered already. There's a 4th one that I want to talk about. Honestly, the most important resolution. Learn to relax. I have been grinding. Non-stop at work. I'm a workaholic. That is not bad. But for me, I think I'm taking it to a level where I cannot have fun anymore. And that is a bad thing. That is not a good thing. So I need to take it easy. I need to look at something where I need this cool factor. Where the coolest kids growing up, where nothing bothered them. They were just living their life as it walked, as it happened. That is what I need for this next year. Is to learn to take it easy and not stress about anything, really. And I have a role model for this. I do. For this year in particular, I have a really, really good role model. It is someone that... This is actually a show I think that, even though it got delayed, deserves so much more love. It ended really well, and I hope that they have more seasons in the future. You may know what I'm talking about, especially as someone who's a workaholic. There's no other example better than Akira from Zom 100. I think he's the GOAT when it comes to showing that if you drain yourself, if you let yourself get sucked into work culture and become a workaholic and work way too hard and push down your emotions, it ends up hurting you in the long run, and you lose a part of your identity. You lose your soul. Because let's be honest, most professional jobs, if you let it get to your head, can be soul crushing. And so for me, I'm going to try and stay away from that. I need to stop being a workaholic so much and learn to have fun. Need to learn to relax. Learn to enjoy the moments in life. And stop it, really. Because I look at like Akira. Even during a zombie apocalypse, he was worrying about his job. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I would be 100% the same way. If I ran into my boss during the zombie apocalypse, I'd be listening to him like Akira was. It's just this toxic mentality you have. So, I was great at work. Got a lot of promotions. Very good. I can take it easy now. I got those promotions. I can relax a little bit. And this is like an indicator. This is an indicator for that. To taking it easy. So, New Year's resolutions. These are my big 4. First one, get back into streaming. Number 2, return to writing. Number 3, work out. Number 4, learn to relax. And I feel like in my pursuit of these first 3, my goal should be I should not lose this, because this encapsulates the top 3 and is the most important. So that's what I think. And as you can hear right now, my voice is kind of waning a little bit. And we have an hour and a half left till New Year's. So give me a sec. I'm gonna go on break real quick. Let my voice recover. I'm gonna make myself some more tea. And I shall be back. I'll be back in a sec. I made more tea for myself, so that's good. Yeah, because I'm just like, oh no, my voice is waning. Okay, well, let's give my voice a little bit of a break. Thanks for waiting, guys. Speaking of... Okay. Cool. So yeah, those are my 3 resolutions. And then the 4th one's of course the most important. So 2026 is also kind of a weird year for me because like people are like saying, oh, I kind of messed up in 2025, you know. It's kind of okay. The year thing to me is self-deprecation humor, in my opinion. Oh, I had a terrible year. This year's awful. Next year will be better. I'll reset next year. It'll be okay, right? I'm like, well, with that mentality, every year is going to be awful. You know what I mean? Like, some people are half joking, which is fine. But there's some people who are, like, always, like, negative Nancy's about things. And I'm just like, you guys need to stop. Because it's not helping anyone. Like, be positive. Like, this year, like, last year, we had our ups and downs. But still pretty solid year. Let's work hard so that we can make 2026 an even better one, you know? Like, be realistic. It's not going to be perfect. But at least go into 2026, like, swinging, you know? That you're doing a pretty good job. Like, I did mention in 2025 my ups. Like, I got promotions. I was really good about YouTube. Really good about socializing and being in public. And then I was also very honest about the things that weren't great. And how I'm going to take the things that weren't great and fix them. And hopefully make them better in 2026. So, that's kind of my thing. And there's so many things to look forward to. We have Avengers Doomsday coming out in 2026. Where they keep leaking trailers, which is so funny to me. You're also getting like... I think, what is it, Toy Story 5, which is insane that they're making a 5th one. Because no one asked for it. And you know it's going to make a lot of money, though. Toy Story 5 is going to make a lot of money. But yeah, it's like... To me, that's like the crazy part about this whole ordeal. Is like... Watching movies. Oh yeah, you have Odyssey by Christopher Nolan coming out. You have like a bunch of movies. Supergirl. Like, big blockbusters are almost back in a sense. So lots of things to look forward to in 2026 in terms of movies and entertainment. I'm excited for Anata. That's what I'm excited for in 2026 for gaming. Because I'm excited to play more anime games, and that's fun. Yeah, I also am hoping to... I am looking for 2026 because I'm actually... So, big announcement. I will announce it here. I am planning on going to MegaCon. Don't know the dates yet. This year. In Orlando. It's my first ever one. It's going to be lots of fun. So, I'll make a couple posts about it. But if you do see me at MegaCon, stop by and say hi. I'd be down. Don't even take, like... Just ask me and I'll let you take a photo with me. I'll be cosplaying, so it'll be really fun. You guys will see. I don't want to give away what I'm going to cosplay as, but it'll be a good time. It'll be a really good time. And I'm also looking forward to all the Genshin stuff I'm going to milk. Like, they introduced Alice, which, I mean, look how hot she is. Like, oh my god. So she's going to be playable because she has her, she has a sigil, right? So I'm hoping that I'm trying to build Lisa right now. And I mean, I already have the Raiden Shogun, which is alright. But I'm hoping I can make like a MILF team. That'd be really funny. Like doing Lisa, like lock me in a room, or you put, and all consent, by the way, all consent. But I like to make this joke where it's like, put all, like you put the Raiden Shogun, you put Alice, you put Lisa, Mawika, like all the MILF characters, right? You put all the MILF characters behind a door, and you tell me that they want me to join them in the bedroom. Like, you can't have, even with all of the Archons and their abilities and their ultimate moves, the entirety of the Fatui and the Traveler and his abilities could not stop me from entering that door. That's just kind of like a funny down bad joke. But it's true. It's true. I do fiend over the moves, which is something that I should pride myself on, because like there are too many of these lolly enjoyers out there, which I also have weird things about, because sometimes it's for the joke, it's for the bit, but other times people are dead serious, and I'm like, well, they're not even, that's not even lolly, that's a fucking child. That anime character is the child. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're like mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, like, and you're saying this shit. It's like, wow, that's crazy. But then again, also, it's like, I guess to me, it's kind of like, also, I'm also in the camp of like, it's not really the biggest deal in the world, as long as it's like drawn and fictional. If it's like the real thing, then that's like, oh yeah, bust them, like fuck them, right? They're awful. Like throw the book at them. They deserve to be rotting in jail. But if it's like a fictional character, I feel like it's also kind of like a nothing burger. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna frown upon it, but it's also like a nothing burger. Oh yeah, and I'm also planning some trips. So 2026 is really also the year of planning. So I'm also gonna try and plan, potentially, this is in the works, I really want to go to Japan. Not because I love anime, which, I mean, that does have to deal with it in part, but for me at least, I've been to Korea, which was amazing, China, which has been amazing. The last frontier is China. So I really want to go to China, or no, not China, Japan, so I can complete all 3 of the East Asian countries and say I've gone to all 3. So I don't know. It's sort of, I don't know what you say. What do you say to that, you know? Oh, I also have a resolution. End of year resolution for this year. Try and not fucking stay sick. That's my new resolution. Don't be sick into 2026. Which I already know I'm probably going to be sick for the next couple of days. So the first couple of days of 2026 is me in bed. So that's what it is. But hopefully I can get better so I can stream. I can go to work okay. I can hang out with people okay. You know what I mean? It's just so weird that like 2025 also was like, you're having such a great year. I'm gonna dump some L's on your plate, and then also at the very end I'm gonna make you sick. Which honestly is karma. Because I've had so much good karma, I was bound. I deserve some bad karma here and there. So I'm not blaming anything. Oh yeah, and then I'm also starting to get hooked on like the history of theme parks. So like I started watching a bunch of things on YouTube about Disney World and then Universal too. It's really interesting to look at and see like how each of these parks have been founded, especially because they're a huge part of Orlando. I don't know why I'm starting to get sleepy. That's crazy. It's not even midnight, and I have to stay up for like over an hour for midnight. Also, I got the perfect video. You know how people play? Do you know how people play like videos? So like, if you time it right, they'll say order 66 at midnight or something like that, right? Which I've done before. But I want to do a clip that no one has really done for New Year's, and I have the perfect one. And no, it's not the K-pop Demon Hunters. Everyone's gonna do the K-pop Demon Hunters where Guima explodes literally at midnight. I have a better one. And that's going to be my mindset going into 2026 is I'm going to be sort of the king. I will be the king of locking in and making sure that all of these 4 resolutions that I have are completed to the best of my ability. And the way I'm going to do it is by leading in with How to Train Your Dragon. Now, funny enough, it actually starts at 2 minutes in exactly. But there's this beautiful, beautiful thing where this is one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Not only from the amazing score that goes on in the background, but just the sequence alone is fantastic. When he falls, and then Hiccup catches himself, and he locks in with Toothless. And best part, he loses the cheat sheet and uses instincts to navigate through this field. That's what I'm going to play at midnight to signal, is him locking in. So that'll be really fun. Also, look, this is my Google Drive of Seyorias. It's really funny. But yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. I just hope my voice lasts. I have like a little over an hour left. This is great. Great stuff, being sick. Also, something I recommend too. If you're sick, do a couple things. 1, drink tea. That's what I'm doing right now. Quarantine yourself. Stay in your apartment, even if it's not COVID related. Like I Uber Eats. I did Uber Eats, so I was able to deliver food to my delivered it to my place. So that saved me time from going outside and getting even more sick. And the third was make your bed. Do your sheets. Do laundry. Don't spend a week in the same sheets when you're sick. It's going to keep you sick. Do your sheets as much as you can. Because clean sheets will make you feel better than not. And this is coming from someone who's sick and wants to sleep right now. But I'm powering through because I got to stay up. Which is weird. I slept until 11. I don't know why I'm so tired. That's so weird to me. Oh, I have to catch up to One Piece. Well, speaking of 2026, One Piece Season 2 is coming out, Into the Grand Line. And it looks so good. And it really looks like they're going to nail the pacing. Like they're on top of the pacing here. So that's all good news. I'm very happy by that. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. Maybe FaZe Clan. Oh yeah, streaming culture is so weird to me. I don't watch streamers. I watch them on YouTube, so it doesn't really count, I guess. I still have time for streaming. Like watching streams, but FaZe Clan disbanded. Like not their gaming sector, but their entertainment live streaming sector. I'm shocked. I was like, wait, that's crazy. And I was watching Ludwig's video, and he's right. I don't know how OTK survived longer than FaZe Clan did. That to me is so funny. I'm just like, huh? But apparently there's a lot of behind the scenes drama going on. So, and it happens. It happens when you have an org and you have a team. Things change. Things happen on the dime. As someone who's been a part of a team, I've seen things happen where things change up and people lose jobs, and lose their livelihoods. So yeah, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. Not like I feel bad for them because like FaZe Clan was like they're trying to rebuild it and now it's all falling apart again. You know, especially because some of the members were pretty chill. Luckily, I'm the type of person not to, as a streamer, if I do have friends who want to form an org, I wouldn't form an org with them. I'm kind of like Batman, where I work alone kind of thing. But instead, I would love to do collabs, like individual collabs. I just wouldn't be signed on as a part of a team. Because there's so many things that can go wrong. Like from a management perspective, from like a tech perspective, you know? It's kind of crazy. Oh, God. At this rate, I'm gonna fall asleep. Ah, that's great. This is great. I'm falling asleep and it's not even midnight. Oh, why? And it wasn't even up that late. I slept in. Why am I so sleepy? I need to stay up past midnight. What the heck? I'm debating. Maybe I'll end stream. I'm getting sleepy, so maybe I'll end stream early. I won't go 4 hours. And I'll give myself a pass this week. Because this week I'm sick. So I feel like I can give myself a little bit of leniency, you know what I mean? Because man, being sick sucks. I don't recommend it to anyone. Because my voice is like fading. And you had to disinfect everything. That's not great. It's not great at all. I think you get sleepy earlier. For some reason. Like really, really sleepy. I don't know. It's so weird. My speech is slowing down. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. But for some reason I'm in this big thing. And you're out there and you're trying to kill me. Which is weird. Whoa, my mind went to a dark place right there. What the heck am I talking about? Let me drink more tea. I need to wisen up. Oh yeah. Now that I pointed out I'm sleepy, I'm actually getting sleepy. That's crazy. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna step away real quick. Oh man, I'm back. Less than an hour to go. We're almost there. I need to survive. It's an unusual stream. That's just because it's I'm sick. It's New Year's. Yeah, we'll probably stop after New Year's. I'm just trying to survive. right. So I have time with the exact seconds on. So when it rolls around, we can play that for New Year's. I think I have a pretty good resolution. Yeah, I'm in this spot right now where I'm like very sleepy now. It's also because I'm sick and I'm talking. Oh man, I'm so out of it. I'm so out of it. We're so close. We're so close. I'm so sleepy. How about this? I'm gonna switch screens. We'll watch my old videos. That's like, at the end of the day, that's what I strive to do with everything we do. And it just took a little bit of like thinking and like brainstorming. And it was actually a couple of videos from both Charlie and Ludwig. Man, my acting was bad that day. Streamers in the world. And they've had a conversation about how to stream, you know, whether to stream on two platforms or one platform, what's the best metrics, why VODs are important, because VODs actually give you a lot of monetary benefits. So it got me thinking, and a big change I will announce here, sort of just a one-on-one talk on Twitch here. I won't really mention this until very later for my YouTube crowd, but as of now, I am going away with streams potentially being put onto my YouTube. I do have a backlog of a lot of old streams that I've just recorded and just privated or unlisted onto my main channel that I was thinking about maybe editing, but I haven't even gotten there yet. So it's just like, okay, they're there, they're in the archives, but you're probably not gonna see it. And instead, what I want to do is I want to sort of make a departure where I make sort of my main channel videos, which will be much higher quality. They will be once a month videos, but I could put a lot more time into it, and it'll be something I'm proud of and stuff I really want to do, like video breakdowns and video essay type content, stuff that I was originally doing in the first place. And then for stuff with like streams and stuff, which is more, I guess, laid back, chill, I'll edit those too. But I'm thinking in my head, what if I just make a VOD channel?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I made a VOD channel.
I hear fireworks going off in Tyrant's Run. I'm like, it's not even New Year's. That's crazy.
If you want to look it up and subscribe, it is Seyorias VODs. But I was told the best way to sort of to get the best of both platforms, both YouTube and Twitch, is to stream on Twitch and then just post the VODs onto YouTube, so you get the benefit of both. And yeah, so that is something I worked on yesterday. I kind of stayed up very late, like, oh yeah, I could do this. This could be really fun. And yeah, and then there's like a couple other things too. If you look on my Twitch channel right now, I changed my bio again. I'm gonna redo that because I feel like that was a little bit narcissistic, and I don't know. I didn't really vibe with my bio too much. I was trying too much to be someone that I wasn't, and I think that's sort of the theme of sort of my rebrand slash reevaluation of where I've come and where I've gone and where I was heading. And all it is just a matter of course correction, of just being like, hey, you know, I didn't really like the direction I took here, even though I appreciated all the feedback. Like, you guys were awesome. You were the best part about it, is the engagement. But in terms of where I want to be heading on sort of the content that I want to see produced, that is going to come much later.
Yep.
In the form of sort of these VODs, which will be easy. I just post them so you can catch up on streams if you miss it, or if you want to watch sort of my actual breakdowns, you can do that too. That'll be on my normal YouTube. So 2 channels. I know it's kind of crazy. You're not really supposed to do 2 channels, especially if you're trying to grow. But I just felt like, you know, if I'm gonna separate, like, I'll mention my Twitch channel on my main channel videos. Like, I'll be, oh yeah, by the way, I stream on Twitch, by the way. But that's gonna be the extent of it. I just don't want, you know, sort of like, I guess, lower quality instant content, which is like streaming content, which is really unedited and stuff like that, to be in the way of my more heavily edited breakdowns I spent a lot of time on, you know? So yeah, that's where I am at right now. It's just I want to see change, and I still want to give this content creation streamer life a try, because I feel like I can make it. And I think that's something that I think is really, that's what people tell me that I'm really good at, and I'm very humbled by it, is that I don't really give up. I just keep trying to work hard, and eventually sometimes I'll find a way through, find a solution. That's what I'm hoping here, is, you know, I've had already so many great conversations on stream. We've had so many great moments.
We really had, this is last year. This is good.
And I'm excited.
All good stuff, by the way. All good stuff. I'm not lying here. It was pretty good. It was really funny. His full year breakdown.
10 billionth time. Yes, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. But hear me out. I am in the process of getting a new setup. It's probably gonna be around May, June-ish. That's the time frame. So when that comes around, then I'll be able to stream and actually have like a physical schedule. So right now it's gonna be a little bit more inconsistent, like you've seen recently. But I'm gonna be making those changes, those strides to improve my streams that way too. And besides this, also, since May is like several months away, I've also had sort of a thought process of, let me also just work on a couple of things. While we're just waiting on the journey, you know, journey to May. And so I'm going to be working on some things behind the scenes, including, like, you know, improving some things for the stream. Some mechanics and some, like, the bio. The bio is a prime example of that. It's something I'm going to work on, and come May, when I start my new streaming schedule, it'll look like a completely revamped channel. It'll look actually like, you know, professionally made, industry standard kind of thing. and I'm excited because the first time I did that was with the changes with my mic, which if you go back to my earliest VODs, if they're still there on my channel, and you go to now, night and day difference. I am so happy with the way my mic turned out. Like, I was
Very happy. I'm actually very happy that I changed too. From this mic, from like last year to this one, it's so much better.
tinkering with this one. This sounds really good, so I'm gonna probably keep
Even
it.
better than that one too.
Say I earn like a ton of money, then maybe I'll think about doing a dynamic condenser mic, but we'll see. So fun, boring business stuff aside, I wonder how everyone's doing today. Is everyone having a good time today? Because I for sure am. Oh yes, also fun fact. So Genshin Impact. Even though I may have not been streaming said game Genshin Impact, I have been playing game off stream. And so I have been and don't worry, it's not like the story stuff. I've already finished all that on stream. I'm talking specifically about like grinding and farming, all the boring things. Like right now, there's an event going on for Nouvelle and Zhongli. And I was so tempted to get both because I want an Archon and I know Nouvelle is really good in game. But then I heard Clorand is coming in a banner with Arlecchino, and I want both.
I was so locked in with Genshin Impact, it was crazy.
And I'm gonna skip Moika, and that's gonna hurt more because I want the Archons because I want to collect them. But for gameplay wise, I'm going to sort of just take a step back when it comes to Genshin. And not spend an insane amount of wishes. Because someone told me that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like sort of take it easy and then, you know, save up for the characters you want and then spend because character, especially if you want constellations.
Yeah.
Like a C6 character.
I agree.
So I'm like, great, let me do that then. Alright, let me switch over here. Boop. So if I go normal stream, there we go, fantastic. I've also been farming some equipment too, so let me actually turn off the music. There we go. So you can see here. I also been playing TCG too. Something I want to level up right now, or something I want to get made. I want to get the sapwood made, and I also want to do... I don't have enough though, that's the problem. I'm also trying to level up. I gave this to Clorand, I think. Yeah, finale. I am so close. I just need one more, and then we got it. But yeah, I've been going crazy with the grinding. Like, look at my characters now. I got 4 level 90s.
Can't believe I was flexing my Genshin Impact stuff. That's so funny.
D-Luke, I'm still trying to level up D-Luke.
Yeah, I'm already leveled them up. That's crazy.
Kaya, same thing. Benny.
Yeah, I was kicking my butt in Genshin. I was grinding away, doing pretty good. I'm gonna just rest a little, just for a couple minutes, and then I'll resume
And if I don't
when we get closer to midnight.
enough, they'll like instantly get like absolutely wiped out. So I gotta like be careful with it, you know. All right. So here's what's up. Perfect. Right now, I was waiting forever for this thing to replenish. All right. Teleport. Because if I can level up Clorand's ability again, it's gonna go crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I want. Should I go extra hard? I think I should go extra hard. Just to be safe. Just to be safe to get it. Because I was told sometimes if you do the like highest level 90 level difficulty for these domains, you basically guaranteed rewards. And so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Even though it's kind of a pain in the butt. You know? Alright, perfect. Oh, we won. We won. It's over. It's over. Oh, we're wiping the floor with them. Oh my goodness. Oh. I know he has like 3 phases though, so it doesn't really matter. But the fact that we're still doing all this damage is crazy.
Two minutes. Oh, no, we have more time. Oh, I'm too early. Oh, come on.
We got him. We got him. I want to save their abilities for the waves when they come in. There we go. There we go. We got to the second phase. Yeah, this is where it gets like annoying. Goodbye. All right, swirl. Goodbye. Nice. Okay. Cool. Don't want to use my abilities too much. Want to save those abilities. Nice. Okay. Cool. We got to a second phase. We're making good progress, and no one's been injured.
Which honestly is a huge dub. I don't realize how much of a dub that would be, but it's a huge dub.
Goodbye. Nice try. Oh, we're already at half health. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Official. Dang it. We almost had it too. Almost a perfect score. It's okay though. Visual will immediately come back to us. Look how many grilled tigerfish I have because I don't have a healer on my team. That's so funny. Oh shoot. Get back, get back.
Into the shadows.
Goodbye.
Shoot on sight. Propagate.
Oh shoot, run, run, run. Awesome. Perfect.
Propagate. Loaded.
Oh. Nice. There we go. Finally. Yes! Haha, we did didn't need it. Let's go.
I was kind of locked in there. That's kind of funny.
Nice. Skill attributes. Wonder how much I can level this up by. Here, Chloran. Let's see what happens if I level this up more. Oh my goodness. It's already insane. This is the one annoying thing is like this is just a time.
My opinion.
5 days. I have to wait 5 days to redo this. Great.
For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine.
Let's go back. Yeah, and Chloran's sword is like almost completely leveled up. I gotta refine it one more time and it'll be peak. Okay, it is Tuesday today, so we can do it.
Okay, we have a couple minutes. We're almost to midnight. Okay. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. It was a good break. Took a little second. Final stretch, guys, of 2025. Of course, I got sick. Sorry I haven't been talking, but my voice is literally dead. I got the perfect clip too. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. All right, everyone ready? I'm almost ready. Final countdown. We're a few minutes out from 2026. Changing it up.
for the new year. New mindset. We're locking in with streaming. And yeah, I may have made mistakes, had some couple of hiccups along the way. But trust me, I'm looking forward, especially with my 4 new resolutions. We will do so much better in the next coming year. I have faith. I am optimistic. I'm opportunistic. I am very, very happy to be here. So, 14 seconds, we'll get started. Real quick. Thank you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Final countdown. The best clip for New Year's. It's iconic. All right. Warm it up to the new year. Our first flight into adulthood. This is a big year for me. 25. Turning 25. That's 5 years away from 30. Yeah, it's go time. We're taking flight with streaming. There are big things in the works. Lots of big things, lots of first times for a lot of things. We will run into things. That will happen. Yep. Those things are going to happen. But we're going to go high. We're going to go up and up and up. I gotta stop focusing on making things are perfect. I need to relax more. Ready? We may be falling. We will fall. But instead of relying on a certain thing, sometimes you gotta let go of that cheat sheet. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Woo! 2026! Let's go! Yeah! Hell yeah! Beautiful. Beautiful. Fireworks going off. Happy New Year's, everyone. We made it to 2026. So many things in the works. We're doing so many big things on this channel. I'm so glad that I am here. Despite me being sick right now, I am so thankful to not only have the audience I have right now on YouTube, but I am so excited to look forward. And the reason why I wanted to play the How to Train Your Dragon clip, not only is it one of the greatest scenes, in my opinion, of the entire franchise, but it goes to showcase sort of like where I want my mentality to be. Like, if I could summarize what my mentality going into 2026 is going to be, especially with my New Year's resolutions, it's I need to relax more. And instead of focusing on making sure everything is right and calculated, like I've been mentioning before, I need to follow the cheat sheet. I need to live virtuously, to follow the rules, to be a rule abider. I already do that. I need to take a step back, and I need to more focus on being relaxed. Because I already know, and I'm already doing the things I'm doing. But I need to stop stressing about it, because that's not helping anyone. It's not helping me. And when I can let these things go and just have confidence within my own actions where I don't have to keep constantly looking over my shoulder and having that constant validation that every action I take is valid and the correct action to take. I need to trust my gut and I need to relax and just say, I'm doing things right. And that's what the How to Train Your Dragon clip did, was show that Hiccup didn't need that cheat sheet. He had everything up here. He knew what to do. That's what I need to do, is remember, everything I already know is up here. I got to relax. So happy New Year, SeyoKnights. We will be going forward with a lot of big things planned for streaming because I know we can do this. It's up here. I need to stop focusing on scheduling things, making sure everything is uniform, that we are going to have fun. I need to just have fun instead of thinking about it. And that is the goal for 2026. And I'm losing my voice here, but I want to make this point known. And this is why I wanted to stream today, is to announce that big change. So thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll catch you all in the new year.